You are standing in a parking lot at night. Nothing has happened. No sound. No movement. And yet the hair on your arms is standing up. Your heart is already faster than it was 30 seconds ago. You haven't decided to be afraid. Your body decided for you. You tell yourself it's nothing. You keep walking. But your eyes keep scanning the shadows anyway, checking the gaps between cars, checking the space behind you. You are a modern person in a modern parking lot with modern streetlights and a modern phone in your pocket. But the thing running the show right now is not modern at all. It is close to 2 million years old. Your ancestors were not always the ones doing the hunting. For a long stretch of human history, they were the ones being hunted. Leopards took early hominins from trees. Hyenas took them from the ground. Saber-toothed cats, cave lions, giant eagles capable of lifting a small child, all of them saw your ancestors as food. Not occasionally, regularly. Fossil evidence from sites in South Africa shows tooth marks on early hominin skulls that match the bite pattern of large cats. Some researchers estimate our ancestors were a meaningful part of the diet of several major predator species for over 1 million years. Think about what that does to a nervous system over that much time. If you are hunted often enough, for long enough, evolution does not reward the calm individual. It rewards the jumpy one. It rewards the one who hears a rustle in the grass and freezes before thinking. It rewards the one who feels dread first and asks questions later. The calm ones, statistically, got eaten a little more often. The anxious ones passed on their anxious wiring. Generation after generation, the nervous system got better and better at one specific job, assuming the worst immediately, without waiting for proof. This is why your brain has what neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux calls a fear pathway that bypasses conscious thought entirely. A shape moves in your peripheral vision, and a signal shoots straight to your amygdala before it ever reaches the part of your brain responsible for reasoning. You flinch. You feel fear. And only after that does the slower, smarter part of your brain catch up and say, "Relax. It was just a plastic bag." By then, it's too late to stop the flinch. That's the point. In the world your body was built for, waiting for certainty could mean waiting for your own death. A half-second delay to confirm, yes, that is definitely a leopard, was a half-second you might not survive. So your nervous system was shaped to skip the confirmation step. Better to flinch at 100 plastic bags than freeze in front of one actual predator. Here's where it gets stranger. Your fear isn't evenly distributed across everything that could hurt you. Psychologist Arne Oman ran a series of experiments showing that people detect images of snakes and spiders in a crowd of neutral images far faster than they detect guns or cars, even though guns and cars kill vastly more people today. Your brain isn't calibrated to modern danger. It's calibrated to ancestral danger. It still reacts faster to a coiled shape on the ground than to a texting driver 2 feet away from you, because for most of human history, snakes were a real and constant threat, and cars were not. You are, in a very real sense, walking around with threat detection software that was never updated. It still runs the original code. And it isn't just predators. Being cast out of the group was, for most of human history, close to a death sentence. A lone human on the savannah, without the group's eyes, without the group's spears, without the group's fire, did not last long. So the brain developed an early warning system for social danger too. A cold tone in someone's voice, a slight change in a friend's expression, being left out of a conversation. These register in the same threat detection circuitry as a predator in the grass. Biologist Robert Sapolsky, who spent decades studying stress hormones in wild baboons, found that for social primates, the anticipation of humiliation or exclusion can trigger the same stress response as physical danger. Your body does not clearly distinguish between a predator stalking you and a group of coworkers going quiet when you walk into the room. This is why a single unread text message can spike your heart rate the same way movement in the dark does. Your body isn't overreacting. It's applying an ancient survival algorithm to a situation that algorithm was never designed for. Watch a small child closely, and you can see the raw wiring before the world has fully painted over it. Almost every child, regardless of culture, develops a fear of the dark, a fear of heights, and a wariness of unfamiliar adults, usually without ever being taught to. Nobody sits a toddler down and explains that darkness is dangerous. The child arrives already convinced. Developmental psychologists have long noted that these fears cluster around